Peter, where are you? Peter, I'm looking for you. Where the hell are you? Peter? Oh. Welcome to Action Points.
Welcome, fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. This is the first Action Points for 2019. Yes, Action Points is back, as is the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Thanks to your support. Thank you very much for all your very nice comments about supporting me when I had a break and a little bit of a break from my health. I'm feeling much better. I had an excellent holiday to Vietnam. And I had a little relaxing break from the constant demands, the pleasurable demands, but the constant demands of Esoteric Order of Gamers. But I'm back, I'm keen, I'm gaming, I'm painting, I'm feeling good, and let's get into Action Points, January 2019. So, what have I been doing? Painting and playing. Well, you can see some of the fruits of the last month's worth of painting right here in front of me. I've got the figures from Blackstone Fortress, that's Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress. I've done that entire set. I've got a few random bits here. There's a couple of Dreadblade Harrows for Age of Sigmar to add to my Knight Court army. There's a figure for Conan, which I forget the name of. It's Yag Yothar or no, it's the elephant god, you know, from that story about the tower and the elephant, you know, that one. And Folklore, the Affliction. I got the Mystic Pledge for that, and I've been painting up the figures, and I've been painting them very, very quickly. Because there's so many of them, there's 77 in the miniature set, and there's also a terrain pack as well. I've been churning them out and doing just a very rough paint job with wash, and they still look great. They look good on the tabletop. I've been playing with them, and they look fantastic. And it hasn't been taking me too much trouble. The Blackstone Fortress ones, of course, took a little bit longer. Games Workshop, very fiddly little details in there. It takes a bit longer. But one thing I've been trying to do is improve my posture while I'm painting, and of course taking lots of breaks. So I haven't been pushing it too hard, even though this looks like a whole lot of stuff. I also took the time out to back a couple of Kickstarters, some new ones. I actually backed these while I was in Vietnam. I was just looking on my phone and I just noticed that there were a couple of things and I thought, oh, I might buy. More money goes out the window. But I bought Reichbusters Project Vril by Mythic Games. I just love weird war stuff. It looked like a lot of fun. The figures are great. Back that one, that's co-op. These are all co-op. There's so many co-op games. The other one I backed was Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, and that's by Awaken Games. And they did This War of Mine, which I was really impressed by. They've done some other great stuff as well, and their production values are very high. I also backed Nemesis by them, which I haven't got yet because I'm waiting for it all to come in one bunch so I don't have to pay the shipping on two separate things. So, looking forward to that. Nemesis has been getting very good reviews. I'm really looking forward to playing it. And Tainted Grail is a storytelling game set in a sort of dark version of the Arthurian Knights stories. Very story-based, looks great. Again, lots of miniatures, it never ends. I backed those too. I've also been doing some playing of games. Evil High Priest arrived from Peterson Games. You might remember that I worked on the rulebook for that one. So that one and the two expansions and all the miniatures and the plastic tokens, that came just after I got back from my holiday, and it's a great game. I've played it, it's a lot of fun. It's a worker placement kind of game where you're trying to bring Cthulhu gods back to take over the world, and you're a cult leader, and it's great. I really enjoyed it. Another one was, of course, Blackstone Fortress. I just got one game in so far, and that was last night. And it took us quite a long time just to do one battle, but I was impressed with the battle. You have to do a lot of rolling before every single figure moves, but it actually leads to a lot of variety in the enemy action, so it's quite fun. The challenge things, yeah, they're okay, but I'm looking forward to playing it more. I think it's fun, and I'm really glad I've got it all painted because it looks great, of course, on the tabletop. Another one is Monsterlands. Monsterlands, I did a rules summary for them, which was part of their Kickstarter campaign. It's a very nice looking game indeed, and it's different from all the stuff. There's no miniatures. but I did get the edition with the little wooden tiles, which look very nice, the little wooden counters. It's about going out and slaying monsters and getting glory for doing it. It's a dice rolling, dice placement game. It looks beautiful, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's something quite different from the usual type of games that I get. I recommend checking it out. Monster Lands, I should say, by Second Gate Games. The other game that has arrived, of course, is Folklore, the Affliction, the Mystic Pledge, and lots and lots of stuff in there. If you looked at the unboxing, you'll check that out. Lots of miniatures. It's got a very, very old school role-playing feel. I've played it once so far and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I expected to enjoy it, actually. I thought it would be sort of dice heavy, very old school, and it is all that, but it is a lot of fun. And the story book that comes with it has some nice situations in it. There was a great little story bit where we were desperately trying to open a door as the undead were coming towards us. It's a lot of fun, so check it out, Folklore the Affliction. There is a bit of record keeping in it. It is quite old school, but especially if you played D&D in the old days, I think you'll enjoy Folklore the Affliction. Of course, the newest thing to arrive in the Esoteric Order of Gamers studio is Claustrophobia 1643, which is this huge box here. I've just posted the unboxing for that one, and you can see it's a beautiful production. Really lovely quality graphic design and production, and the figures look great too. So another huge painting project. I'll try and spread it out over a long period so I don't damage myself, but it looks really good, and I enjoyed the original game, so I'm looking forward to enjoying this new version. Claustrophobia 1643. Okay, it's time for game news. There hasn't been a whole lot coming out in January as everyone gets over the holiday period, but there are a few things that caught my eye. Wingspan by Stonemaier Games. It looks really interesting. It's been getting great reviews. It's very much different from all these type of miniature and fantasy sci-fi games. It's about attracting birds to your bird sanctuary. It's a card-driven engine building game for 1 to 5 players, and it's been causing a bit of a stir. So I think Dylan is buying it actually, so I'll check it out and hopefully we'll get a chance to play it very soon. Another one that's coming out is from Fantasy Flight Games. They're doing another Lord of the Rings game. It's called Lord of the Rings, The Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth, and it's a co-op, app-driven game. Lots of characters with skill checks, all that kind of thing. Very much the usual Fantasy Flight flair. Fantasy Flight fair. Say that 7 times. And it's got a hex board, and it's driven by an app, as I said, and I don't know, it could be good. I think I'll wait for the reviews on that one because there's nothing that's jumping out as incredibly different to me there, so I'll wait to see what the reviews are like. Another one is Gen 7 by Plaid Hat Games. I was quite interested in this because it's the next one in their Crossroads series. Of course, Dead of Winter was the one. Dead of Winter's up here somewhere. It's over there. It's set aboard a generational ship going through space. Unfortunately, the reviews haven't been that great. Shut Up and Sit Down mentioned it recently and weren't too excited, and in general, people aren't too thrilled. They love the idea, but it doesn't seem to be paying off. So, I don't know, I might give that one a miss. Another one is Days of Wonder are releasing a game called Corinth. As you know, Days of Wonder only really do a game once per year. I'm very underwhelmed by this one. It really looks boring. I mean, I'm sure it's probably a fantastic game. It just looks dull, and it makes me pine for the days when Days of Wonder released games that were really exciting to look at and fun. I mean, if you think of like Cleopatra and the Society of Architects, Battle Lore, of course. I mean, they were spectacular. And the whole idea of Days of Wonder is that you opened the box and you had that feeling of being young again and getting all excited. I just can't see that happening with a game like Corinth. It just looks very dry. Though, I haven't played it, so I don't know. But that's just a visual thing. So, Days of Wonder, love to see something a little bit more exciting from you. And that's it for new things that I've been checking out. Okay, it's time for the prize draw. Now, a few weeks ago, I posted that I was giving away this excellent Everlasting Wet Palette by Redgrass Games. These wet palettes are fantastic. I have the larger version and I love it. This is a lovely compact version, the painter set. I'm giving this away to one of the people. Oh, how to break your miniatures. No, luckily it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's all good. It's all good. I think I'll move them over there. All the entrants are in here. I asked people to post a picture of one of the miniatures they've painted that they enjoyed painting, and it was fantastic to see your work. I had something like 30 something entries. I really enjoyed it, and I hope I'll be doing more of this in the future. Everybody has been assigned a slip of paper. They're here. This is very old school. I'm not using an algorithm or anything to do this. I'm going to draw in here instead. So let's mix them up. Oops, come back. Oh, there. Mix them up. Oh, don't lose any. Here we go, a drawing, and the winner of the Everlasting Wet Palette by Redgrass Games is... not that person, this one here. This one! It is Jeff Hicks Anderson. Congratulations, Jeff. You're the winner of the Everlasting Wet Palette. I'll be getting in touch with you and sending this out to you, and I really hope you enjoy using it. And it improves your painting because it's improved mine. I think it's great. That's it for Action Points January edition. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. And of course, in February, there'll be lots more fantastic content from the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Can I entreat you, perhaps, if you're interested, to go over to patreon.com/esotericorder. I've got a Patreon account there. Every person who signs up can get various rewards. There are reward tiers. There's things like bonus videos, shout-outs, extra choice over what appears on the channel, stuff like that. And I really appreciate the support. I'd really love to get lots more backers this year and just take the Esoteric Order of Gamers to the next level. So, if you enjoy stuff from my channel and the website and everything else, go check it out and perhaps back the Esoteric Order of Gamers in 2019. You know it makes sense. By the way, don't forget, if you give $5 per month or more to the Esoteric Order of Gamers, you get a special thank you in an Action Points episode and access to a bonus video each month. Here are the thank yous for this month.
Thanks, Amy, for supporting the Esoteric Order of Gamers. You rock!
Hey, Dustin, you're certainly not ordinary for supporting the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Thanks for not being run-of-the-mill, Nicholas. You know, Aaron, if I could come over and play a game with you to thank you for your support right now, I would. Andreas, I'm just hanging about thinking how much I appreciate your support. Thanks. I'm not fishing for your approval, but Alexander, thanks for your help. I asked for a sign of support. You gave it to me, Zachary. Thanks, mate. I've been wondering when you'd help us out, Sean. Thanks for joining the Esoteric Order of Gamers. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to sign up to the newsletter because that's coming out soon too. Esoteric Order of Gamers, orderofgamers.com. See you next time. Bye.